Welcome back to another episode of The Fit Show. Here we are in San Diego, California. I am Brittany Thorsch, and this is Tony Dodd. We will be doing a session of biceps today.
On this episode, like Brittany just said, we're going to work biceps. The two exercises we're going to be emphasizing is the easy bar curl, and we're going to do some incline curls also in this great gym of CardiFit. Now, as we get started, to perform effectively the bicep curl, you want to keep your chest out and shoulders back, elbows pinned to your side. You want to retract your rear delts, stabilize your core muscle. The emphasis is on the bicep brachialis muscle right here. Basically what you want to do is to execute it, you want to curl the bar up and release very slowly on the eccentric or negative part of the movement in a fluid and consistent fashion. Once again, no jerking, no fast movement, just precise, controlled action as she is performing right here. It's great for detail, refinement in the upper arm also, as Brittany is a sure shot to win her Sacramento Pro Fitness competition this fall. Always use emphasis and stabilization for safety, okay, with emphasis on correct form. Okay, our next exercise is going to be the hammer curls. Hammer bicep curls to be more specific. Actually, the muscles that we're emphasizing mostly as the biceps are engaged in this movement is the brachiradialis. This was our primary emphasis on the lower part of the arm. Once again, to perform this movement, you want to stabilize your core, retract your rear delts, keep your chest high, elbows to your side, shoulders retracted, and you want to curl up with your fists parallel to the ground. When you go down, you want to go down in a smooth, controlled fashion, as Brittany is doing with excellent form. Okay.
This movement is great for toning the lower half of your biceps.
Now, to decrease the intensity of a bicep workout, we will perform a superset. The superset will consist of easy barbell curls, to be more specific, and alternate dumbbell curls. And as she finished this part of the exercise, as she reaches momentary muscular failure, she goes into alternate dumbbell curls. When performing alternate dumbbell curls, once again, shoulders back, okay, and you supinate as you come up. This is a great way to increase the effectiveness of the intensity of this exercise. Supersets makes efficiency in workouts and also in productivity level. Now, as we proceed to increase the intensity of the bicep workout, two exercises we favor are the reverse barbell curl and also the alternate dumbbell curls. A good rep range to really focus on when doing supersets as we increase this intensity through repetition of two different exercises is probably 12 to 15 repetitions till failure. Once again, in an alternate fashion, she raised each movement unilaterally, consecutively, as she supinates the grip as she comes up in a very controlled, systematic fashion. The emphasis here is on the bicep brachialis, as I stated before, to increase the intensity and blood flow to that muscle. Excellent job, Brittany. Once again, you all have been a great audience, and this concludes this episode of The Fit Show. I am Tony Dodd of Tailor Made Physiques.
I am Brittany Thorsch of Brick Bodies, and I am your professional fitness competitor. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for joining us, and have a wonderful day.
Hi, my name is Chris Lacascia. I was invited out here by The Fit Show and the Chapman Media Group, the producers of the show, to tell you a little bit about my story, share some insight on my transformation from a 340-pound plus 46-inch waist, 31% body fat, very overweight 30-something guy, to now preparing to step onto a national bodybuilding stage in Atlanta, Georgia in November to compete for a national title in bodybuilding. Looking back to July of last year, I found myself the heaviest I'd ever been. I was about 340 plus pounds. Was eating just about everything in sight. The Cheesecake Factory, I think, had my own seat reserved for me. And basically what happened is I found myself looking older and older day by day, and walked into a local department store who carries rather large pants, and they basically said to me, "You've run out of pant sizes." And I realized that my waist wasn't going to get any smaller, and I have a rather attractive wife who I started to look more like her dad than her husband. So basically in July I woke up and said to myself, I've had enough of this, and I made my first move back to the gym with the goal of losing about just 20 or 30 pounds. After I got the 20 or 30 pounds off, I realized that I had some good strength and some size, and was able to take this weight off, and figured out a way to lose that weight working with Sean Ray, who you might know him from the bodybuilding world, and Milo Sarchev, whose gym I now train at regularly. Sean actually challenged me to do my first bodybuilding competition, which was the Orange County Classic. I don't think anybody realized that I could actually do it, including myself, but I started to prep for it, and before you know it, I was in physical condition where I stepped on the stage and placed 6th. I lost where I'm carrying like a 32-inch waist now. I lost all of the excess body fat, and found myself that I was actually feeling good about every part of my life. My wife obviously is happy. She married this very heavy guy, and now is married to a guy who's obviously taking much better care of himself. Until somebody actually steps onto that bodybuilding stage, nobody really appreciates, believe me, what it's like to be a bodybuilder. It is a 150% commitment to getting on that stage, doing everything that's necessary, from the tanning to the shaving to the dieting to the list goes on and on and on. And it's just very exciting, and I wanted to share that with you, and I was excited when they asked me to come out here today to talk about it and show you a little bit of my life in photo, in video, and in my testimony to what's happening. The biggest thing that I can tell you is this, is anybody can accomplish any goal they set for themselves. The bottom line is it boils down to you. I used to look at food as kind of a pleasure source, if you would, and now I just look at it as a matter of just fuel to run the machine. Get your pleasure from going out and spending time with your family and be able to crawl on the floor. I'm a father of 5 children. I have 5 kids, and I'm able to crawl around with my 2-year-old and run around with my 13-year-old without any problems. And when I was 340 pounds, I definitely had some issues with doing that. My 2-year-old would tap the floor. He's now 2, but it was a little over 1 at the time. He would ask Daddy to get down on the floor with him. Well, I tried, and then I couldn't get up. So my wife had to assist me off the floor, back up, because I was so heavy. And I quickly realized that I really had some issues. So, like I said, it's been an amazing trip, amazing journey, and life has just become one big, constant quest to succeed, and I'm hoping to do even better now here coming up with the Nationals in November. I couldn't be any more thankful, and I hope that you guys get something from this. Let's talk a little bit about training. Absolutely most important part of your day in the gym is the intensity that you train at. The bottom line here is that we're not in there to stand around and talk and have coffee and make friends. We're there to train, and that's what bodybuilding is all about. You have to lift to get stronger. You have to lift weight that's heavy enough to cause resistance on the muscle. And through the help of some of my friends, specifically Milo Sarchev, helping out with realizing that it's not about how much weight you lift so much, but more about the intensity and how long you keep that muscle under tension. And so basically what's happened here is I found that getting into the gym, training hard, getting done, I'm going to be quite frank with you. I want to get in the gym and get out. Life starts out here, and believe it or not, repair starts out here when you're outside of the gym, eating right, training right, and sleeping, getting all the rest and nutrients you need. That's how you get bigger and how you get stronger. For whatever reason, people have forgotten to do cardiovascular training. Myself personally, I do 45 minutes a day, every day. I train 3 days on, 1 day off in the off season, and then when I come into competition, it's 6 days on, 1 day off. Doing double cardio. Cardio for the last 8 weeks before a competition, 45 minutes in the morning on an empty stomach, and another 45 minutes in the afternoon after my weight training session. I can only tell you this, is the only way to truly drop body fat is to put that body in that cardiovascular mode and truly train that fat off. The guys that come in the hardest, the most densest for the competitions I found are the guys that start early. If you're looking at a 12-week prep, that last 8 weeks, you better be on that cardiovascular training, not waiting to the last minute. I've seen guys that the last 2 weeks of the show, before the show, are trying to do an hour and a half, 2 hours of cardio at a single session, trying to burn up that excess fat, and the body's just not going to release that late. And whether it be you're at a level of where you're a competitor or just a level of taking care of yourself, that 45 minutes, and again, for me, that's been the number that I found to work best, burns up that excess fat, gets that extra calories out and keeps you lean and gets you to the condition that you want to be in. We have to realize that you have to take care of that heart, and that cardiovascular training is very important, whether again at a competitive level or at a personal level. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the story that I've shared with you. Again, my story has been something that can happen to anyone. It's just a matter of turning your life around and making that decision and getting that mindset and deciding that you really want to make that change. The bottom line is that we're only human from the neck up. The head is what controls everything. This is just an eating and survival machine. This is where we make our decisions in our minds, make our decisions to succeed, whether it be in life, business, fitness, and you can make those choices. I want to thank the guys from the Chapman Media Group inviting me out here today, and of course the Fit Show, who puts this on the internet for you guys to enjoy. And I want to thank you again for your time today and listening and what I have to say, and hope that you guys reach all your goals and succeed in everything that you attempt in life.